dealing with popular questions regarding wrongful retention or removal of a child. Now, the first popular question is that my ex-partner would like to relocate abroad or somewhere far off from where I live with our child or children, and I do not consent to same. What should I do? The first thing you need to do is to obtain legal advice. The next thing you need to do, if you do not have parental responsibility, you need to apply for parental responsibility. Then you also need to make an urgent application to the court by way of a prohibited steps order and preventing your spouse from relocating abroad with your children or relocating to somewhere too far with your children. For example, if you live in Manchester and your spouse is moving to London and you think it's not in the best interest of the children to move to London, or you think that upon the children moving to London with your ex-partner, you may not see your children again, you can make an application to the court to stop your partner from moving. However, the success of your application is dependent on a lot of factors. So it's not just you just don't want your partner to move on. The court will consider a lot of things: what is in the best interest of the child, the age of the child, and a lot of other things. Now, if your child is being removed abroad, that is, someone is taking your child abroad, other than the prohibited steps order, there are additional court orders you could always apply to. You could always apply for court orders to the passport office if it is relevant. You can always apply for what is called a port alert to the UK border force. This is to prevent the child from leaving the UK from any point of entry or exit in UK. For example, airports, ports, so that will prevent the child from leaving the UK. And if your child has sadly successfully been abducted abroad, depending on the country, we may and we may not be able to assist you to get the child back. So if the country is a signatory of the Hague Convention, we can always obtain court orders, like mirror orders that could assist in bringing the child back to the UK. But if the child is not if the country is not a signatory to the Hague Convention, there are other things we may be able to do to assist you in bringing your child back to the UK, and in some instances we may not be able to successfully bring the child back to the UK. Now, the second popular question is: my child or children had contact with my ex-partner and my ex-partner refused to return the children. What should I do? The first thing you need to do is to obtain legal advice, and in some circumstances you could always call the police. Then you can always apply to the courts for what is called a location order or seek and find order or a collection order. That is, your child should be collected from whoever they find your child with. And if you think your relative or a friend possess information regarding your child and they refuse to disclose same, we can always obtain court orders like the non-party disclosure order, right, which would compel the person to provide the relevant information they possess about the location of your child. Now, for further inquiries, please do not hesitate to contact me, and kindly take note that my consultation fee would apply. Thank you.